How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about SOFI, which finished off the week very well. So for this coming week, I'm going to give you guys the update. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch its full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for SOFI. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $9.87, being up 10.77%. On the low, it tested $8.82, and then on the high, testing $9.98. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you could see we traded at 66.667 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 62.491 million shares. So we did have above average volume on the day, and you can see it did help SOFI stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 46.70. So what this shows us, we still have some more room to run here. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we're below the 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. But one thing to pay attention to, we did get to a high of 998, which put us above the 21-day EMA, which is at 997. Even though we closed just below it, I'm going to be looking for us for this coming week to actually be above $10. And the resistance area that you want to look out for would be right here around $10.10, because the moment we could break through this level, you could see we could start making a strong move, getting up to 1068, and then we could see if we could reach the 50-day. Of course, this is not going to happen all in one day. This is what we're looking for the coming week, around $11.63. If we don't get this and we end up getting a rejection and so forth, then I would love to see if we can hold up the mid-10 level by the end of the week. But as far as for Monday now, even though we have been seeing higher lows for the past 4 trading days, I do see there could be some profit taking, whether it might happen on Monday or Tuesday. So whether I'd want to see some support hold up will be right here around $9.30. I think that would be a good look for SOFI, and then it can get us ready to get past that 21-day EMA like I was saying before previously. So let's see if we can get past the $10 level for this coming week and be able to close at least above 1050. Now let's move on to the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for SOFI. So for the off exchange short volume ratio, it's at 30.87%, and then for the off exchange short volume, it is just over 9.8 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 2.1 million, updated 25 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 1.67%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, you can see for the close of the 17th, it was at 41.06, and then for the close of the 18th being at 30.87. So what this shows us right away is that SOFI continues to have short squeeze potential. Now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for SOFI. So we see on the inflow it's at 130, and then on the outflow it's at 103. Taking a look at the breakdown, on the large it was 9.11, on the medium it was 83.43, and then on the small it was 37.26. Taking a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large it was 5.06, on the medium it was 63.71, and then on the small it was 34.09. Keep in mind these numbers are also in the millions. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see from March 18th, so the Friday that just passed, we had a big inflow of 4.05 million, and we also did see a big inflow on the 17th of 3.33 million. Analyzing the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tend to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at the large, it represents whales, institutions, and funds, we had a lot more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 8.05%. No surprises there because we know SOFI does trade at relatively high volume. We did have above average volume on the day, and considering all of the buying that was happening inside of the market, it wasn't surprising. So let's go into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for SOFI in regards to the price action, we've seen higher lows for the past 4 trading days. It has been a bullish trend inside of the market. So for this coming week, I do see us having a pullback, but I feel if we could hold up $9, it does set us up so we can make a further move above the 21-day EMA, which is around $9.97. So you know what I'm about to say. I want to see SOFI getting into the $10 area for this coming week. Most preferably, I would love to see the stock close at $10.50 by the end of day Friday. Of course, I'm not a psychic. I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen, but that's what I'm going to be looking for. And there is a potential chance if we continue to have some more buying pressure coming into the stock, we can look forward to a test around $11.63. But keep in mind, this won't happen until we get that breakout right above $10.86 because that's where we might experience some resistance. So add these levels to your homework and as well as your due diligence and come up with a strategy that is right for you. So add these levels to your homework and as well as your due diligence and come up with a trading strategy that is right for you. Also, when we went on Fintel taking a look at the short interest information, SOFI does continue to have short squeeze potential. So that's why I'm saying if we have some more buying volume that's coming in for this coming week, it can get very interesting and we can look forward to seeing SOFI making some big moves. It is very clear though that there's a lot of demand inside of the market. We've noticed this in the order flow and we did have the quad witching on the Friday, and now that that's all over and done with, if we start off the week looking bullish, I want to make sure that you're prepared for that price action. If you believe in the long-term prospects like we spoke about in previous videos, we can see the CEO has been loading up on shares with the highest cost being at around $9.73, and he did load up some more shares when it was trading under $9. So that gives you a good idea as far as management is concerned. They do believe that the stock has upside from the current levels of where it's at, and you know what? I definitely do agree with them. We've seen how well SOFI can move, especially when the market is strong, and I don't see any reason why if the market continues to go up, SOFI should be able to follow alongside with it. And before I close this video out, since SOFI has been showing a lot of strength, don't be surprised if we have some profit taking. I want to make sure I really emphasize this because the last thing that you want to do is buying in at the highs, especially during the run up. So I hope you enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.